I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Yeah, exactly. Tank. Turn 1. Griffew, Griselbrand. Win. Well played, opponent. Now time for my singleton Faerie Macabre to I don't know. We want to have less monsters. Because getting discarded on a monster is bad, because they can reanimate it. Bowmaster is not great. Bowmaster stops Griselbrand, I'm thinking, so, and like I want less monsters, I think. So maybe it can matter in some games. I have to move this. I wouldn't say you're supposed to do exactly that. First good song I've had on the stream. I'm gonna nuke you for 1 hour. But moves to 5, low odds of turn 1 doing stuff, so I'll keep double Thoughtseize and Ritual Sheoldred. Terrible draw. Gentleman's Agreement guy. Hello, Gentleman's Agreement guy. How you doing? If I take the Voidwalker, opponent can reanimate it, so it's actually bad to take it. To take Reanimate. But if I take Voidwalker and have a discard spell, I'll die, because I have 2 big boys. Ritual, Voidwalker. Rough. Chujowo. Too late, because Voidwalker already in play, I can't Thoughtseize them. So Thoughtseizing them doesn't really do anything right now. I don't care about either of their cards. And if they Voidwalker me, they can Thoughtseize me. Just like they can Voidwalker Thoughtseize maybe. Seems not worth it too. Animate Dead Archon, great plan. Reanimate their creature is okay, but they have a Macabre on hand. I think I wait. Also, I got a whisper chat from a user. That's rough. Sergio GA, who claims to be boy treated on Modo. It's not easy to show on screen, but I guess let's... Hey Canister, several people have told me that you have me blocked in the Magic Online boy Triton and they ask me why, and I have no answer for it. Just to say, I have never insulted anyone, and the only thing I said to you was a joke about your basic lands. That may be because of my bad English. I always use translator. You could misunderstand. Should I unban on Magic Online? Seems like my basics were insulted indeed. Do a poll. Manage poll, new poll. Unban boy Triton on Magic Online. Like, we can still play, just cannot say anything to me. Poll is up. He could read my high if unbound, yeah. I'm afraid I'm losing this one. Isn't voting that poll literally ban talk? But ban talk is about magic bans. It's always been clear as day. Whenever someone is side of insanity, wow. Whenever someone is trying to trick me by making me abide to the letter of the law instead of the spirit of the law, it does not do you any favors. Thoughtseize yourself, animate Archon. There's one issue with that line. It's not my turn. I think I'll cut more monsters. I'll cut an extra Archon. Maybe I want a fail push for Voidwalker. Or another Sheoldred. But I want to reduce the odds of getting hosed by Voidwalker Steel monster. Such a punishing line. Sheoldred seems giga cringe. Sheoldred logs Griselbrand, so I think one is good. I'll have fail push. I did 4-0 modern. Easily, I might add. Probably I should have put back the troll as an extra land. So it's double Thoughtseize. But yeah, I wish I could, like, I would have one more land in my hand to top deck. A multi-6. This hand looks awful. How come? A ritual makes it great. A land top deck makes it pretty good. A single land makes so that I have Entomb Animate Dead, so they can unmask my, you know, they draw Reanimation, they can unmask my Thoughtseize. Any order? What happened? Is it because they play Unmask? Unmask is like Grief, yeah. But also, yeah. Overall it's worse though. Griselbrand in the graveyard, alright. My opponent Animate Dead, the Griselbrand, I'll be sad. They exiled Grief to unmask, okay. I mean, unmask target self is only good game 1 ever. It's a pretty terrible line overall, but sure. I don't think I should blow the petal on Thoughtseize. Opponent's last card is unmask, and I think likely something bad, a land maybe even. Nice top deck. I've had Bowmasters instead. Push. Can always top deck a Reanimate and do what exactly with it? A sideboard for the mirror, kinda meh, TBH. Yeah. I mean, like, what we've seen is my opponent doing literally the same thing too. Maybe they have more Faerie Macabre. He's about to steal our Archon. Not necessarily. Maybe it's just something else. Okay. Will I play different decks in Legacy in the future? Future is pretty broad, but no. Last index 7 days ago, the Epic Storm. Epic. Le Storm Epic. Put back Entomb? Or a Swamp? Probably Entomb. Could also put back Looting. No, that doesn't make sense. Could put back Archon. Archon not the best against a Storm deck. What do you put back, chat? Still thinking. I think I'll just put back Entomb because then I go looting and I can draw like a Thoughtseize. I can cast it turn 1, maybe Grief, and I still reanimate. And while Archon is pretty weak, it's still pretty strong. Also, it might be that they are not playing the Epic Storm, but I don't know, the lame Storm. Bring me to light. I don't think there is a specific reason for it to be called the Epic Storm. Alright, let's Talos, given that my opponent is not here. We got the star. Red from outside, blue through above. So I guess the hint was useful. But like also I struggled with realizing I can actually get there. Through above, I see. Nope. Kurwa, z tym nie. I don't think that's doing it. Oh, stupid me. Opponent and Legacy. Sorry, totally forgot about this after round 1. Hi. Can I describe what this game is about? It's a puzzle game. You solve small puzzles like that and you get Tetris pieces to progress and solve more puzzles and progress, and has some existentialism, post-humanity musings lore, which I mostly don't read because I don't care. You have to like read it from a PC that's sitting in the middle of a room. Put Mulgans to 3. Okay, Mul to 3. Can Mul to 3 turn 1 kill? Discard the swamp so that I can play the Bowmasters if my opponent tries to turn 1 kill me, and Bowmasters would be relevant. Would you recommend the Talos Principle? For sure, yeah. I think it's... I've had a great time playing. What if they just reanimate Archon? Then I am screwed. But what am I supposed to do? Just wait with my looting? I think the odds of my opponent being Reanimator are much lower than the odds of my opponent of that mattering in literally any other way. Well of Summer, okay. I'll just jump the Animate Dead into their free cards. I failed to realize I could have done that, yeah. I kinda unfocused on... Yeah, okay. I should have done that then. Somehow I didn't think that I could spend those petals on that. But absolutely, that's a better line. Set my opponent first to first. Yeah. Wasteland probably doesn't matter. I just got Archon entirely. It just seems kinda bad. Reanimate Sheoldred instead. Yeah, I'll keep. Can you get it with Burning Wish? Yes. It is a sorcery card. How is Waste not good versus a 4-color deck? Also, why not Macabre for Trash, Cold Fuckery, and Gaze Will? Well, I don't expect the game to go for very long, so I don't want Wasteland. For that reason, it seemed like a combo deck mostly, so it's not gonna need the lands to stay and play for a while, and it's just use them to rituals. And Faerie Macabre seems slow. You should, but maybe it's okay. Or maybe it stops them. I'll board it in for the next game. I can Thoughtseize myself, reanimate Sheoldred. If they like... They might need to draw cards to combo. Could also Thoughtseize them. Next turn looting and get Sheoldred into play too. I think I'd rather Thoughtseize them. What a terrible deck. Ouch. No, I wasn't intentionally waiting on Animate Dead. I just thought that I can play Bowmasters with my petals, but I didn't think I can play Animate Dead with my petals. What are you searching for? What you searching, what you searching, what you searching, what you searching, what you searching for? Grief. Swamp. Badlands even. Entomb anime. Infinite power. So having life is actually good against them, right? Because if you have life, they can't kill you. Or rather, it takes actual damage for their storm to kill you. You can put all Bowmasters into play. Can they mill me? Brain freeze is an instant, I know, it's just in general. One Bowmaster. Two Bowmaster, three Bowmaster. So a Bowmaster in my deck. I could cast Faithless Looting, but then I can draw less cards. Because if I looting, I make my deck 13 cards, so I don't get to activate Griselbrand twice. They can for sure kill you for 42 life if they can kill you at all. Well, there's also a Sheoldred in play, so I'm not so sure. Because you might need to draw cards to play so many spells. Also, I actually have plus 14 life. Just grieve them out of cards. I can't. I'll just put 2 Bowmasters into play. Has to be good enough. But I guess having Faerie Macabre would be useful now in my hand. Once I drew my entire deck. Yes, empty the Warrens would beat me so hard right now, yeah. Nice combo deck. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Canister. It is me, the principal of Talos High School. Thank you for doing all these puzzles to break me out of my confinement. I would really like to see my family again. Hopefully soon. See black opponents. Okay, it is playing. I'll swamp Thoughtseize them. Whoa. I was supposed to be the only Reanimator person. Soon I'm gonna need to add an extra Faerie Macabre into my deck, but it doesn't even matter. No ritual grief there. I would rather save my ritual. The grief on board, it's not gonna do anything good enough to finish the game, and I think I would rather keep the ritual. Oh, come on! Look at this fucking guy. Got 16. And you go to 8. Well. So you can go to 1. Guess I'll Entomb. Probably Griselbrand on my own. And Entomb and Archon too. How does he do it? I just cast 2 Entombs to maximize my chances. That's why I succeeded. Let's smoke the Griselbrand with Archon. Caster wins. Skillfully. You could have discarded the other Archon to looting and kill them this turn. What other Archon? There was no more Archons in my hand. Unless I haven't noticed. There was one. In that case, I have no idea. Let's go 1 Sheoldred, 4 Voidwalker, 3 Bowmasters. Bowmaster against looting can also kill. Well, kill. Deal damage. I'm gonna cut the Murderous Cut for being cringe. And I'm going to add a second Faerie Macabre as a reaction to facing the mirror twice. I just cannot leave it as is. Alright, that's a keep. But I'm also 6, but hand is great. Faerie Macabre, Voidwalker, Bowmaster, Grief, Animate Dead. It's kind of almost perfect. No Thoughtseize on turn 1 or no Dark Ritual, so I guess not perfect. But I think very good on the draw. Solid opening from my opponent. I have a Dark Ritual now. I could pitch Grief, and if they have a big monster, I can reanimate it. But I could also play land, play my monsters for mana. Then can cast Grief if I do that. I would pitch Bowmasters. Put on 3 cards. On the Macabre. Probably don't have one because no Badlands for looting. Yeah. I think I'll use my ritual to cast my monsters next turn. What happens when Voidwalkers trade in combat? They both exile each other, right? They fetch Swamp too, so maybe afraid of Wasteland a bit. Minimally. Bro, why are you playing Badlands? Why don't we play Goodlands instead? I just realized that the cards overlap when I have 7 cards in hand, so probably makes for an extremely poor viewing experience because you don't even know it's Badlands, it's Dlands. And Ish Bowmasters, Faerie Macabre, Ophi Voidwalker, and K Ritual. Just okay. It's just K. Good lands, mid lands, just lands. Took Voidwalker. Fetch Bio, Well of Summer, let's go. Will we see a 2/2 flyer half of Faerie Macabre? I wouldn't be the first time I cast it. If it comes to that. But unlikely that I will cast it. Not taking Animate Dead is crazy. True, now I can Animate Dead the Troll. That's a solid play. I mean, otherwise I would have a Voidwalker, so that seems pretty tough too. 6 mana, 5 mana. That's costly. The last card is a Badlands, right? My worst experience at any Magic events. Losing to Mango. That was one of the, like, the losing part sucked, but... But also it meant that I got second at tournament, so I won 1 bajillion milliard euro dollars, so... I was not unhappy about that aspect. Yeah, grew as a human, sure. My best experience at an MTG event was finding 20 pounds and 3 dice on the floor at GP London. Do you still have them? The pounds. Also, the modern PTQ. And someone robbed me at a gunpoint in the parking lot end of day 1. So day 2 I had no cards and had to overpay for an entire deck to continue. That's not pleasant. I have never been robbed at a gunpoint. Chat, how much is 20 pounds of pounds? I'll keep this. Hopefully my opponent's gonna be playing Reanimator. We'll go turn 1, Faithless Looting, discard Griselbrand and Archon, and I cast my Reanimate on Archon, Griselbrand, and win. Mid that sentence I realize I have an Exhume in my hand, which doesn't work that well in the mirror. Balance Tomb. We fucking bowling, chat. Petal. Alright, next turn. I'm not sure what deck goes Balance Tomb and passes. Such a weird opening. I'm still not sure. How they just scope? Kept 7. I've seen Legacy playing 8 cast. Random sideboarding. Incredible animated short that someone made for this song. Alright, let's go. This is whale spells a single one. So there is one inconsistency, but besides that, funny. So this hand, if I keep it, it doesn't do shit, therefore I will mulligan it. This hand, on the other hand, does a lot, so I'll keep it. Turn 1 Chalice, what is smart ass. Should have put back a Sheoldred. That's macabre. Yeah, it's just initiative. You fucking ballin'. If I would draw in on land, I would look into holding Sheoldred until I have 8 cards to discard here, for example. STP exile to exile my Sheoldred. Dobrze. Can play ritual. It's always funny when they play Sorcery Ploshers and they can never cast it because Chalice locks it. Although I'll lose to the initiative monster man now. Oh shit, that's a 4/4 Lingas that's being cast. For the first time in history. First? No, 4/4 Lingas. That's really funny. Now you pass? Nah. No, super Dark Rytuały, nie? Understand. On the play, Reanimate over Exhume. Push? I don't know if it even makes sense to have against them. I don't think so. Against the priest, but I can just ignore the priest. It's a 2-mana card, I can't recast it meaningfully. This is not particularly great, except for summoning a Sheoldred on turn 2, but not through Chalice. Verdant Tombs, an Archon, has Wasteland. Containment Priest. Okay. Now Snuff Out and Murderous Cut can help us. Chosen one. Annoying. Is Initiative a cringe or base deck? I think it's terrible. For the most part, from what I've seen of it. I think it has uncastable cards and mostly that, not much else. That said, I will probably lose this one. Red Human, so is that Caves of Chaos Adventurer? Yes. Oops. Alright, dead. Maybe it wasn't the best keep after all in the end.